Welcome back to the Bunkhouse podcast. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not doing our typical weekly episode. Today we're doing Villeneuve against Nolan. This is their filmographies against each other. We're going to talk about their filmographies as they've both got two epic films coming out this year. We're going to play a few games and make sure if you're a fan of films and TV, make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating if you're watching this on Spotify. And make sure if you're just a fan of all that stuff as well, go and check out the Bunkhouse website, which is www.bunkhousecritics.com for all of our reviews. And we're just going to get straight into it. We've got Joe, Luke, and Epicz today, as well as myself. And yeah, is everyone excited?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very excited.
So starting off with the first question, I just want you to name your favourite film from both directors. So we'll start off with you, Joe.
Oppenheimer from Christopher Nolan and Dune Part 2 from Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, mine's the exact same. Oppenheimer and Dune Part 2.
You, Epicz?
Me, The Dark Knight for Nolan, and then Dune Part 2 for Villeneuve.
For me, at the time of recording this episode, is Oppenheimer, and the other one is Dune Part 2. So, just go get straight into the coffin. Who do we think is the better director?
Tough.
I'll let anyone can start.
It's too hard. It is actually too hard because we had this in the chat the other day, didn't we? And I literally have their filmography, the same amount of 5 stars and same amount of 4.5, same amount of 4s. It's literally down to this year on which one's going to get the higher rating, which would put the one above the other for me. The exact same average rating as well. It's like the same.
What about you, Epicz?
I think Nolan's better for me still. I just think Nolan's got a lot more films under his belt that I love. And like Denis, I mean, he's got quite a few at the moment, but I think Nolan's like very consistent over like 10 films now. And I think out of the two between Dune and Odyssey, I think I'm more excited for Odyssey, to be fair.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I think similar to Epicz, I'd say currently it's Nolan for the same reasons that there's more that I enjoy. Like if I was going to rewatch the Denis films, I would pretty much just watch the Dunes rewatchability wise. With Nolan, if like there was a Nolan season this summer like there was last year, I could easily go and watch a Nolan film every day for a week and not worry about going to cinema daily. But again, I think it comes down to the next few years because I'm really looking forward to Denis' take on Bond, and I think that could put him to like another level personally, because I think it's almost locked in that Doom 3 is going to be unreal just from a trailer, which is pretty mad to say, but it just looks fucking amazing. So yeah, currently Nolan, but you never know, futures could change.
So for me, I think Nolan takes like the absolute kind of landslide for me, even though Denis very, very good. I think when you get away from like the best films, such as like Oppenheimer, The Dark Knight, Interstellar, and then for like Denis, obviously you got Dune Part 1 and 2 and Prisoners. Like when you get to sound of like the middle ground of the filmography, like I feel like Nolan's is better. Like obviously you got like The Prestige and Dunkirk, where like Denis got Blade Runner's like really, really good, but then I think like Sicario, Enemy are a little bit weaker in his filmography. Even though Sicario's great, I do think it's a little bit weaker than Nolan's mediocre films, kind of, if you like, compare it that way. And obviously, this year, I think, even with, say, Dune's better than Odyssey, I'd still say Nolan's better. But if Denis actually like smashes it out the park with like the Dune trilogy, I think it'll be up there with like the greatest like trilogy of all time. I think the other thing that's going to beat it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I'm not against putting the Dune trilogy above Lord of the Rings, mate.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm not. Things are there to be topped, man. And sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes it happens.
I think it's one of them where time after tell. I think it's one of them where, for say like Dune's like the best trilogy of all time, I think you'd have to give it when Dune the third one comes out. I think you'd have to give it like 10 years time but see which one you return to the most and which one's the best. Because Lord of the Rings is like, especially for us a lot, it's been like a staple of lives. Like it's from most of us, it's from children being born to like obviously now watching them every year.
I kind of see Dune as my Lord of the Rings. Like
I think it's the Lord of the Rings of our adulthood. You know, our parents had Lord of the Rings in their like 20s, 30s. Like they were having that now.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. It's going to be close, man. It's close.
And
I think I'd have Fellowship over the first Dune, though. That's what separates it for me currently. I think even if Dune 3 is like unbelievable, if I was going to rewatch either of the first ones, I'd take Fellowship over the first Dune.
Yeah, I can understand
that. I think the first Dune was amazing anyway, and then it got even better after Dune 2 came out. Like, when I rewatched them last time, Dune 1 were almost better than Dune 2.
Yeah, I watched Dune 1 this morning, just because of the trailers come out. I've kind of got me like dead heart for that, obviously, the trilogy and stuff in it. I think when you compare Fellowship and Dune 1, I think they're on the same ballpark for me. I think they're both 5 stars and they're both great build-ups to the rest of the film. And then it's hard to compare, like, obviously, Two Towers to Dune Part 2. And I feel like maybe Dune 2 edges Two Towers. I think it's a little bit hard. Yeah, but then Return of the King is so unbelievable. Dune Part 3 would have to be on the same level for it to be comparable to being the best. I think a lot relies on the third film. But how it looks in the trailer, it looks fantastic. It looks like it has the biggest potential.
Looks like it could be better than Dune Part 2, and I didn't think that.
Yeah.
It looks insane, man.
Yeah, what do you think?
At 4 stars. So for me, Lord of the Rings is always going to be the best trilogy. Because I don't think after the third film comes out and I watch all 3 back to back, I don't think the first one's going to change, in my opinion. But like you know, like when you watch the first Dune and the second one back to back, it might change. You never know, to be honest. The third one might amp it up.
I think either way, if Dune 3 sticks the landing, it will be either the first or second best trilogy of all time, and I still think that's a massive accomplishment anyway.
Oh, it's crazy.
No trilogies really come close to Lord of the Rings. Maybe before Sunrise, the Sunrise trilogy.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you was mentioned, like, talking about trilogies, with Nolan's trilogy, obviously, The Dark Knight, what would you compare it to the Dune trilogy? And, like, what's your thoughts on the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole?
I think the Dune trilogy, without seeing Dune 3, obliterates the Dark Knight trilogy, mate.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say the Dark Knight trilogy is closer to the Star Wars originals than it is to Dune.
Yeah, it's like getting the older I get, right? And this, I don't know if it's the same with you. The lower the Dark Knight trilogy is going in my ranking. If you'd have asked me what my favorite film was, like fucking in 2019, 2020, it would have been The Dark Knight, but it's just changed over time because of the more films I've watched and things. It's just completely changed.
I think the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman, has made me think differently of the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the best we've ever seen Batman. Whereas in the Batman, I think it's the best Batman film. I think it does bring down the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole. Even though I think it's fantastic, I feel like the Batman downgrades the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think the best character is in all of Nolan's filmography? And who do you think it is in the best of like Denis' filmography?
That's tough, man. Because
Denis, it's Paul Atreides.
Yeah,
it's Paul Atreides. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Even Stilgar is ridiculous. I think in Dune Part 2.
Yeah,
like fucking with Dune 2, right? You've got Paul Atreides. And then you have Anakin Skywalker, who is, no matter what you think of Star Wars, right, is known as one of, like, the best characters ever. Maybe not, like, from film portrayals, just Anakin Skywalker. Everyone knows iconic, love him. And people compare Paul Atreides and even say he's better than that. So,
well, he's basically a copy of... Dune. Star Wars is a copy of Dune. And I feel like with the third film, I think it's really going to show how similar it is with... Obviously, Anakin Skywalker, that obviously
I
in
think-
turn quite into a villain.
I think we're going to see Timothy operating on a different level.
Yeah,
I just keep on. His ceiling just keeps rising, man.
And that was
Crazy.
that was his next film after he finished filming Marty Supreme as well. And obviously Marty Supreme is fucking unbelievable performance wise. And then his next film after that, filming wise, was Part 3. So if he's even on that same level or he's elevated it even a tiny little bit, I just think it's gonna be crazy.
what about you,
Yeah.
Epicz?
I don't know the character's name, which sounds bad, but the mom from Incendies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think like the journey she goes through and like the development she goes through as well is just like insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, also shout. I'm trying to think of like, I think like Jake Gyllenhaal as Detective Loki. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed his
Mm.
performance in Prisoners. And then obviously Ryan Gosling when in Blade Runner, he was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Nolan's a hard one because there's so many as well. Like even
there's so many.
I don't think it's even one that would necessarily come to mind straight away because you think of like Interstellar first or whatever. But I think Ethan Corbin in Inception is an unbelievable character. He's
Mhm.
so good.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
To be honest,
It's probably Oppenheimer in Nolan for me.
Mm.
yeah. He's heard though. It's like because then you've got Heath Ledger's obviously the Joker,
All
like
right,
one of the greatest characters of all time.
I was just
And then-
I was just thinking of Leeds.
yeah, I just meant just in general, but like I understand with Leeds it probably is Oppenheimer, villains. Obviously, you got Heath Ledger, but again, like you said, you've got Inception, you've got Interstellar and stuff. Obviously, Matthew McConaughey, unbelievable performance in Interstellar. I think there's a lot. I think there's even just like I feel like when we're comparing directors, even the characters I think in Nolan films are a lot stronger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you could point out in Denny's filmography, like the best performance character-wise could be like female characters. Well, we think to Nolan films, there's not really that many to pick one.
I think
Well-
Oppenheimer sort of changed that because Emily Blunt and Florence Pugh are both ridiculous, and Emily Blunt especially in Oppenheimer is so good.
Yeah, I think. Well, obviously, like can't really say much Odyssey wise, but Anne Hathaway, I think, is in that conversation when it comes to Nolan films. I think she's a real standout. Like, especially when it comes to award season, I think it's gonna show this year.
So I watched a clip and it was an interview with like Kevin McCarthy, and he was talking about Anne Hathaway, and it was basically talking about her acting in a scene where it's like through a wall.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
Basically
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. And mate, you should watch that Kevin McCarthy video. Anne Hathaway nearly starts crying because of the praise he gives her.
yeah, but it's well deserving as well. Like, obviously, that clip, what you're on about on TikTok, I reposted that before I watched the film, and then when I watched the film and watched the clip back, it was so much better watching that clip because you can understand exactly what he's talking about how important that scene is, and how emotional that scene is. It's like it really is fantastic, and like Anne Hathaway does deserve a lot of praise for that role.
And I think she's a great actress anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what else I was going to talk about? What like with upcoming films? Obviously, Odyssey versus Dune. Which one are you most excited for?
Dune.
Odyssey for me. I think just the build up of the last 2 years and like selling tickets a year ago, and just the scale of it, and sort of like even just the comparisons in the last week to Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. It's just like saying that it's Nolan's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I just don't know how as a film fan you couldn't not be like overly excited for this film. Just from the initial reactions, not on Twitter, but just the initial the initial reactions to people that have actually fucking seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Odyssey for me, mostly what Joe said, and I think because it's coming out next week as well, it's hard to not be more
Yeah, it's
excited
hard.
for it.
That's true. It's just Dune, man. I have like admit Dune's the best, man.
See, like for me,
it's just the best, man.
say if I hadn't seen the Odyssey, if I was going off trailers alone, I think Dune's trailer is much better than Odyssey's trailer. But because of how good the Odyssey is, I think there's going to be a lot of competition when it comes to the. Personally, for me, I think for my favourite of the year, I think it's going to be a very hard toss-up between them, unless like Dune drops the ball for some magical reason. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be like I feel like them two are going to be the top 2 films of the year.
I just don't see in any world any alternate timeline where Dune 3 somehow turns out shit. Like I just can't see it. There's just nothing you could ever say to me that will convince me that Dune's going to be bad. It's just not happening.
Yeah,
I believe in Denis. I believe in the cast so much, and he's already done 2 films anyway that are fantastic. So why suddenly would he just turn out a slop fest? Nah, it's going to be.
I think I kind of like the tone where the third one's second as well. Obviously, we're talking a lot about Dune in this, but I feel like I like the more like political way of seeing Dune. Like obviously, the first one's kind of like an introduction to the characters, the world. Obviously, the whole entire story. Then Dune 2 is like kind of the war, the whole action scenes. Obviously, the whole kickoff of the build up of the lead of the first one. And then the third one's obviously, I think it's going to be a lot more tamer. I don't think we're going to see as much war, which I'm kind of really, really excited for. I think I kind of like that tone because I think, especially with Denis, I think he's really good at that. Like with Arrival and Prisoners, I think he is good with that. So I feel like Dune 3 does have potential to be the best in the trilogy, and I'd love for it to be.
So would I.
And could we talk about like obviously Joe mentioned it a little bit, talking about like the Odyssey controversy. Like, what's your thoughts on everything? Obviously, I've kind of felt the brunt force of it with like my review on TikTok and Twitter, especially Twitter. Like, I think it's had like 900,000 views and 1,000 comments of people calling me a shill and walk everything under this Walkersy. What's your thoughts on it all?
I've actually been backing you in comments. I don't actually know if you've seen it.
I've seen a few.
I posted one just as we started recording this. Someone was like, I can't believe a guy with 300 followers getting people like, this kid's got 500k on TikTok, mate. What are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? What are you on about? Yeah. People talk. Do you know what? It really annoys me, right? And I can't keep my mouth shut, right? I wish I could. But people talk like they know things. Do you know what I mean? But they don't know nothing. Like, they know nothing. They just guess like, oh, well, can't believe Christopher Nolan's doing this, this, and that. And it's like, it's not even true, mate. Where are you getting this information from? Do you know what I mean?
I can't believe Elliot Page is playing Achilles. He's not.
Yeah.
Like, where's that ever been confirmed ever?
Yeah. Who cares about Achilles? Why so much fans around Achilles now? Like, what?
They're not. It's people using historical accuracy as an excuse to be racist and transphobic.
It's funny though, they go, right, this is what does my head in the most when you read the comments. They go, oh, Helen of Troy is played by a black woman. It's ridiculous. Look at Troy. Yeah, but then you're mourning that the characters in Odyssey aren't Greek. So either mourn about one thing or mourn about the other. You're mourning that she's not Diane Kruger, this white woman who isn't Greek. But then you're mourning about her being a black woman who's of race. It made more sense that for her to be black than it was to be white. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And then they mourn about, Elliot Page. Oh my God, I can't believe that he is in this film. It's a transgender like woman, all this, blah, blah, blah. And then literally, like previous to the obviously transitioning, he was in Inception. He was in Inception. It's not like Nolan's never worked with this person before. And then everyone's just fuming because it's obviously in his new Odyssey film. I think it's so infuriating.
It is just a bunch of woke, calling people woke for the sake of using it. They don't even know what the fucking phrase means. They're just saying it literally because they're looking at things to be angry about. Half of them ain't even going to watch the film or give a shit about it. They're just getting angry for the sake of being angry. Literally. It is just a bunch of Brexit cunts getting angry on Twitter. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
It's infuriating to read, like especially like the shill stuff doesn't bother me because obviously it's like, oh, you've said it good, it can't be good. Oh, this person who's made some of the greatest films of all time, he's made another great film. Like, fuck off. It's just like, I must have been paid to say it's good. And then it's like, I've been to multiple events and stuff like that, and like there's lots and lots of stuff I haven't talking about. Like me and Epicz went to Alien Romulus. We came out to that film. I wasn't a fan of it. There was like, there's Fed Alvarez. You can go and talk to the director. no, I don't want to go and talk to him because I thought the film was shit. And like, I came out of it. I never did a review on the film. Like, that's fair enough. If I don't like something, they've invited me. Thank you for inviting me. But if I didn't like it, I'm not going to blast it because obviously it isn't a good look with studios. But I have never ever praised the film for being good because I've been invited to it. It's just something I would never morally do. And I know a lot of creators wouldn't do it either.
Even people that are like creators, like smaller creators, have started. I've seen loads of it in the last few weeks where they start blasting other creators because they're bigger and saying, "You should say this is an ad when you go and watch a screening." Why the fuck would you say it's an ad? They're not paying you. You pay to go to these things, especially us lot. None of us live in London, so if we go and watch something, we're going because we think the film's going to be good and we have like high hopes for it. If we go and it is shit, we don't talk about it. If it's great, fucking we've won because we have paid to go and fucking see it. It's not like you're hoping that it's going to be good because like we do want to have good relationship with studios and stuff because although we do this for fun, obviously we're trying to build something. But if we go to something, it's shit. It's shit. You're not going to lie. I'm fucking 30 years old. Do you think I'm going to go and watch like a film that we think is wank and go, "Oh my God, you should watch this"? No, because it makes you look like a mug because it's putting your reputation and like people's trust in you on the line. So you're not going to just say something's good for the sake of it. If anything, it might have benefited you more if you saw it on Monday, 2 weeks before it comes out. And as soon as the embargo dropped, if you didn't like it and went, "The Odyssey's terrible," you imagine what your views would get on that?
Yeah. I would be better off if I would have come out to this film saying it's a complete mess and everything. I would have had more comments going, "Here's someone speaking the truth," and all this stuff. It's absolutely stupid.
Tommy.
Or on the flip side, if you came out saying it was shit and not that good, you'd have just got loads of hate anyway. So you can't even win.
I know, right? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And then it's the stuff like a lot of people, there's a lot of misconception with like like getting paid for adverts and stuff. And obviously we all understand how it works. And I feel like this is a massive issue with like people in the public where one, you do a normal video, they think you're getting paid for it. You go do a paid ad and people think you're lying. And it just like, it's kind of like a vicious circle. And it's one of them where everyone who's done adverts knows studios never, ever, ever ask you to say that a film is good. They never say talk about it in a positive way. If you ever get told to talk about a release, you get told to talk about it being released. That's it. Like, I've done multiple adverts and they go, do a video saying, "Here's so many reasons why you should go and watch this show." That is telling people before. That's not even a personal opinion. That's just going, this person's in it, this thing. It doesn't make any sense. Like the whole stigma around people saying that creators get told to talk about something positively. It just doesn't happen. And I know a lot of creators turn stuff down if they don't agree with the film, don't think it's good. I know there's people in the past who promoted films like Madam Web and they were told to promote it and they've actually turned down the money or give the money back and deleted the video because they didn't agree with what they was promoting because the film was so bad. And I think it's just like there's a lot of misconception around it.
I've turned down adverts because it didn't fit my style of content creation.
Yeah,
I literally got offered one yesterday because they wanted me to do a certain style of video. I hadn't even replied because what's the point? Do you know what I mean? What's the point? I'm just wasting my time. I'm not going to do it. And if I do it, it's going to look rubbish because it wouldn't look like something I'd create. Yeah, it's actually hilarious because it's always these people, right, with the Ronaldo profile pictures with 3 followers saying, "This guy is paid to do this." And it's like, right, listen, if I promote a film and say it's good and it's not, I'd have to disclose it's paid. Like you have to disclose, legally have to disclose something is paid. It says at the bottom, paid ad, right? It's what it does. Or hashtag ad. If you just talk about films, it's good. It's because I believe it's good, mate. Like it's not that deep. It's a film. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys are crazy, and they think, "Oh my God, yeah, you went to London and you've watched this and you're paid for it." Yeah, mate, because the train that's cost me £100, right? The hotel that's cost me £100, I'm getting paid for that, pal. Nice one. It's cost me £200 to watch a film that might be shit. Do you know what I mean? It might be terrible. It's a 50-50 risk. Do you know what I mean?
It's like we've had it this year. I'm not going to say what the film is exactly, but we've had it where we've gone to a film this year. We was invited by someone who we get on with a lot. We've talked, like, worked with them on multiple stuff. What has been good. We watched something, and it is down there with the worst film I've seen this year. And I never spoke about it. I never spoke negatively. When the company asked me what I thought, said I enjoyed the event. Thank you for inviting me. I didn't speak on the film because it's just one. It's not nice like to say, "Oh, this film's like terrible" or whatever. But people don't understand that. They think that you always praise everything you get invited to when it's simply not the thing. There's people who have like not tiny amounts of followers, like at the lower end of on the follower scale, who go to events and stuff, and even they tell the truth. And like they need the invites more than anyone really to try and grow.
What these people don't even understand, right? When they always say, "Well, you only ever recommend films like that you think are good." Why the fuck would I recommend something that I think shit?
Yeah.
Why would I sit there and do that? Like, what in what world would that make sense? Here's 5 films on Netflix that I think that you should watch. Yeah, watch this. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
The only time I think anyone has ever said like this is things I'd never watch is when Adam started that trend of films I'd never watch again, and that was because it was picture posts, and it's not that deep. It's just going, here's 10 posters of films I'd never watch because they're wank, and that is literally it. That's the only time I've ever been like really negative, because it's again like it's depressing if you're making a video that you're putting your effort into. None of us do this full time. I'm not coming home from a 12-hour graft, cooking my tea, cleaning my house, doing a garden, and then getting on in front of a camera and going, this is crap, because I'll come off it and I'll be pissed off because I've just moaned for 10 minutes. What's the point?
Yeah, it's one of them. You've already wasted your time watching whatever it is, what shit. Then you'd waste your time making the video. Then you've wasted the person's time who's watched the video because you've just done a video saying it was shit. So it just doesn't make any sense. It's like a vicious circle. It's like people always go, oh, you said everything's good on Netflix. Do you know how many shows and films I watch and don't talk about? I only upload once or twice a week, and I watch like 700 films in a year, 600 films in a year. I don't even upload every day. Like, it's so stupid that people think you speak positively. And most of the time, when you do like 5 films on Netflix, you end up recommending the same films and even off the same time anyway. It just doesn't make any sense. And then you say something's good. This is good on Prime, or this is good on Netflix. Or this guy must be getting paid for Netflix. No, you pay for Netflix, and I'm trying to tell you to stop wasting your time and watch this.
I'd love to be paid by Netflix. Please pay me. I want to be paid by Netflix. Yeah. I want to be paid by Amazon. Why do you think I sit in my room as a 30-year-old, sat in his front room talking to a camera? Do you know what I mean?
Netflix, please pay us. Please advertise. Please.
Moral of the story is we pay to go and watch these films at premieres. We're lucky and privileged because of the content we've made has gained some traction that we get these invites. I got some advice from a very, very big creator on my first ever event. Always thank the company on Instagram. If you get a picture taken, make sure you post that, but be honest about the film. That's why when I go to an event, I post a picture. Thank you for coming. I had a wicked time last night. If you want to see my review or video, bang, there you go. Cool. Nice one. Right? Jog on.
Yeah, your mum.
I just hope these event organisers don't find my letterbox.
That's what I mean. Like, if people actually want honest reviews on every film, they can go and check our Letterboxd, because none of us lie on Letterboxd. The only thing, like, for instance, if anyone wanted negative takes on films, they can go and check out our website, or they can go and check out our Letterboxd. Yeah, you can go and scan the QR code. We do honest reviews, critical reviews on the websites, on our Letterboxes. If you want good stuff, just good stuff, most of the time, that's what we all do on TikTok. That's what it makes sense. That's like no one's going to be passionate and enjoy making content on stuff they don't like, and it's just a fact. It's
some people do, but it is not our bag.
Yeah,
I'm not wasting my time shouting and hollering saying this film's terrible, because it takes a lot of effort to make a film or TV show, and I don't think they need fucking little old me going, it was shit, because someone might like it, and if someone likes it, happy days. But I will only talk about the stuff that I like and I think you should watch. But things I don't think you should watch, that's up to you.
The only time I talk negative on film, if it's a big film, if the new Spider-Man comes out and I don't like it, I'm not going to miss out on those views. And again, I do get some money from this, right? So I'd just be doing myself a disservice. I have bills to pay, right? I have a wife, yeah? They're expensive, yeah? They're expensive, mate, right? So I will give my honest opinion, but I will always say, make sure you watch it to get your own opinion. Do you know what I mean? Just because I say something's good or not that good, don't mean it's correct, does it?
I'm gonna hold my hands up. I made a negative review video today about a film. It wasn't that negative, to be fair. I did say some positives, but I always say to people in the comments and whoever asks me, I always say, even if I give it a bad review, I think you should always go out and check it yourself, because my opinion's a lot different compared to a lot of other people. So you might like it, I might hate it. The next film, you might hate it, I like it. Like Disclosure Day, I'm surprised there was a lot of people didn't like it that much. And then there's probably like the film I watched today, I bet a lot of people are going to enjoy it more than I did. But every time I make a negative review or video, I hope there's implication there that, go out and check it yourself. Don't just listen to people, like 5 people said the same opinion, and then you're like, okay, I'm not going to watch it then.
Except from us 4, you can follow and trust our opinions.
I can guarantee even though you've probably given it a negative review, you've probably said some positives about it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, there you go then. It's not just bashing a film.
My thing is as well, where we say about like with negative and stuff, and what I don't like as well is like, say for instance, Joe might love a film, Luke might love a film, but then me and Epicz might not like a film. And then people shouldn't judge someone by one film opinion that they have. For instance, like Seth, like obviously Seth film reviews, we're all friends with him. He did a video talking about Disclosure Day, saying he loves Disclosure Day. And now people blast him saying, and we all get it on videos, you said that this film was good. Yeah, well, that film I did enjoy. Just because you didn't enjoy it doesn't mean all my opinions on every single film are wrong just because you didn't enjoy it. If anything, you might be the person who's like, you might be wrong. Well, obviously they're not, because it's an opinion. People have to understand it's an opinion. You might love a film, I might not love a film. You might love it, I might love it. You just have to take every film it's on. For instance, the film Epicz on Netflix. Like, I think most of us either thought it was average or bad, or I think Luke might enjoy it. Yeah, you thought it was all right. I didn't really like it. I think I gave it like a 2-star or 1.5. The amount of people who've commented on my videos, because I do a lot of Netflix stuff, saying, "Oh, you should talk about Netflix, Epicz. You should talk about Epicz." Well, because I don't recommend stuff that I don't like, that's the reason. I could have done a video on Epicz saying, "Go and watch this film." 1, I'd be lying, and 2, it would have been amazing in views. But I stay honest to myself, and I didn't recommend it because I didn't like it.
How much of a sausage would you look if you made a video saying, you guys should definitely go watch Epicz, this brand new thriller in down a water, and you're getting chased, and you've got this guy going, oh! Right? And then you go and look at your letterboxd and you give it a 2-star rating. Yeah. It's like, come on, use the head. Right? It's like Running Man. You two didn't really love Running Man. I liked it. So we have a conversation. Like, imagine how boring it'd be if we all didn't like the same films and we all liked the same films. It's how we have a conversation. It's good. It's good that people have different opinions on things, but people always see it as a negative. I don't trust you because you said this film is good. Yeah, but we might have 50 films that we both like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I was just going to say, I don't know if it was a tweet or reply on something that Seth made, but someone literally replied, you like Disclosure Day, so I'm never going to listen to your opinion again. But I'm like, Disclosure Day, when we saw that was like early June, like the first week of June. So this guy still follows him like a month later just to say, I'm not going to listen to you. Like, what is the point?
Yeah. Imagine living in someone's head rent-free for that long. It's good darts. It is good darts. I pray for shithousery like that. Must be angry for 6 weeks.
Switch up the conversation anyway, because we've been talking about all this stuff for a long time.
Yeah, the moral of the story is, fuck you.
Yeah.
Welcome to your Nolan and Denis Villeneuve episode where we've mocked you all.
Yeah. It's one of them where it's just like, if you want to watch something, watch it. Don't judge people by their opinion. If they do or don't like something, let them enjoy it. Let them don't enjoy it. The thing is, all films are for discussion. It's an art. That's what films is. It's art. People don't like the same painting. Some people don't like the same cars. People don't like the same films. Some people don't like the same music. It's art.
Beanies. Some people don't like beanies. Some love beanies.
Yeah. Some like having a clean-shaven face. Some people enjoy a beard and being a man.
I love a beard.
Well, that's what I mean. Just enjoy what you enjoy. Like that's the moral of this.
Get off Twitter.
Quick one before we move on. Does anyone else not get excited when you have people you watch who review films and they say it's rubbish? Does that not make you excited to go watch it? I want to be the guy that likes the film that people don't like. I want to be the.
If anything, it makes you more curious because you think, why do people not like this film? I want to watch it to see what's up with it. Like, and then I watch it and then I go, that weren't that bad. It's like, for instance, Mercy came out earlier this year. I know I'm carrying on the conversation. Everyone hated Mercy. I watched it. I was like, that weren't that bad. It was what it's better than more stuff.
Little brother.
Yeah.
Review's going to be out on the website later.
Right. Next one. What would, with these directors, what genre would you like them to go into next? Like, what would you like to see Nolan and Denny do next?
Nolan horror.
Yeah.
Denny spy.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
He's doing 007. Change your answer.
I would like him to cast Robert Pattinson as 007, please. Nothing to do with a bet that I've had. Yeah, I think I'd quite like to see Nolan do a horror. And from like early reactions of the Cyclops, it sounds like he could do a very, very good horror. So yeah.
Well, he said in an interview that he's definitely like.
Eccy did not say that. I've just seen it on Twitter.
Well, he said it in an interview anyway that there's definitely some scenes in the Odyssey that go into that horror elements of the film. So he just wants to have the right project, doesn't he, for it? So yeah, Nolan's horror.
Yeah, and he's mentioned Obsession and Backrooms a lot during his press run so far. He's spoke about Obsession loads. So I think the idea of doing something in horror or even like a really dark thriller is proper tickling.
I think Nolan's the best way for him to go. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of people on Twitter recently comparing Stanley Kubrick and Christopher Nolan, and kind of like they've both got a film of each genre. So like, say, obviously you've got 2001: Space Odyssey, and then you've got Interstellar, and like vice versa, and you compare it that way, and it's like, obviously he has The Shining with fucking hell, I forgot his name already. Stanley Kubrick. Like, Stanley Kubrick's got The Shining, where like Nolan hasn't given us a horror film yet, so it is something what I think we'd all love to see. But with Denny, I think obviously he's got 007. I think he's going to do a really good job with it. I don't really know like any other genre what I'd like to see him do.
Well, I think it's horror for both of them.
Yeah.
Denny ain't done a horror. He's done pretty much everything else. He's done thriller. He's done sci-fi.
Yeah.
They've both done more.
Yeah, he's done more.
Yeah, both of them have done more. Very different aspects. Maybe something with Denis. Maybe something set in like the earlier in the early 1900s or something like that. Because a lot of his stuff's quite futuristic or like modern in it. Where maybe something in that along that timeline. Obviously, Nolan did Dunkirk, which is so underrated. I think when people do like a Nolan ranking, I think Dunkirk gets slept on massively.
Yeah.
Again, before the Odyssey, everyone will talk about Nolan doing that vampire film, wasn't it? All the rumors. Yeah, all the rumors was that Nolan was going to be doing like a Victorian like vampire period sort of.
Not a sequel to Lesbian Vampire Killers, no.
No, definitely don't need one of them.
With James Corden.
Imagine James Corden IMAX 17 mil.
I think I'd really, really love for Nolan work with Timmy again. Like Timmy Chalamet in a leading role. Obviously, I feel like because obviously Timothy Chalamet really looks up to Nolan. I know he works with Denny a lot, but like I think because obviously he was in Interstellar together, I really love Timmy for tech. A leading role, maybe in a horror film, maybe see Timothy Chalamet in a horror film. That might be pretty cool. But I think I'd like to see not like Timothy Chalamet tech lead in a Nolan film. I think that'd be really, really good to see.
I wouldn't be surprised if he cast Tom Holland in a lead in his next one.
Definitely can see it happening now. I hope Tom Holland actually just goes on like a 4 or 5 run film within me.
Yeah.
Or how many films he's going to do. I'd like to see Leo and Denimi.
Yeah, I don't think that'd happen. He might do eventually, but obviously he's doing Michael Mann's film next, and he's doing Heat 2 next, DiCaprio. So
Imagine if you got Leo as a villain in a James Bond film.
You'd have to I think you would have to go the typical Bond route and just like mash up his face and stuff. You know?
The Bond girl's 25 and he's just going.
No, the film ends where she turns 25 and he goes, "Never mind."
You seem to have found my kryptonite, Mr. Bond.
You've got Tom
roll for me now.
You've got like James Bond's just mad at Leo because he's took his missus.
Yeah,
That's what you get, wouldn't you?
You can have her back in 2 years, Mr. Bond, when she reaches the over 25s category in the X Factor.
Right. The last question before we go into the games: if you had to keep one film from both of the filmographies, which film are you keeping?
What, like separate filmographies or like both?
Yeah, from like both. So both of them combined. You only pick one.
Well, Dune 2 for me. Yeah.
Well, I don't think. I think Dune 2 is a shot, but like it's one of those things like
you need to do one though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But
you
like, I'm gonna say The Dark Knight.
No, you can't.
No. But like, I think The Dark Knight you can go standalone because Dune you say Dune Part 2. It's in the title. It's Part 2. You know,
I can understand that. The Dark Knight you can kind of watch independently, even though you won't get Batman's backstory. It's kind of the same as the Batman, isn't it?
Same as picking up a comic, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Like Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises is more like connected together, and then the Dark Knight itself.
Yeah, true.
But if you're not going like franchise trilogies and stuff, I think it's a tough one. I think probably Inception.
Interstellar for me.
Yeah, Interstellar. I think it's got much more rewatchability than Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Oppenheimer's is best so far.
Yeah, but I don't want to watch it all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'd probably go like Interstellar. Obviously, I've done a recent like rewatch of them all, and I think it's like a massive standout. Even though obviously I'd have like other things above Interstellar, I do think it's probably the most rewatchable, and it's just fantastic. And like the emotion and stuff behind it, I do think I'd have it.
Denise hard, man. If I'm not going Dune 2, because it would be Dune 2, I need that score. I need that score, man. I need that Paul Atreides speech, mate. Yeah, at least an Agaib in my life. But if I'm not picking that, it's between Arrival and Prisoners.
Yeah.
For Denise. Probably Prisoners.
I'll probably go Prisoners as well.
Yeah,
I think Incendies is close, but I think Prisoners is better rewatchability.
Yeah, Incendies is an hard watch, bro.
Yeah, you can Incendies nuts, mate. I reckon. Yeah, if it was standalone Prisoners, I think. But yeah, I'd to be fair, I'd still watch Dune 2 as a standalone anyway.
Yeah, I would as well.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'd go Prisoners as well with obviously that. But yeah, Dune 2 is probably like it is his best. Is his best. Right. Voice crack. Right. We'll go into the film draft now. And we'll go have both of the filmographies in this film draft, and we're making it a little bit hard where we're going to do 5 films each to really narrow it down, because so then people get some of the weaker films and we don't just get all the best films. So we're going to go we'll go me, Joe, Luke, Epicz. Epicz pick 2, back round to me, I pick 2, and then we'll go like that. So starting off, I'm going to go with Dune 2.
Fuck off.
Is it me next or Epicz next?
Yeah, you next, sorry.
I'm going to go with Interstellar.
All right, okay, I'm going to take The Dark Knight then.
So close to get that.
Blame Eccy, brother. Blame Eccy.
All right, I'm going with Inception and The Prestige.
Perfect.
I would take Interstellar, Inception, Oppenheimer.
I thought you were going to miss it. I will take. I'll take Dunkirk.
I'll take. Is Inception gone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epicz has got Inception.
Yeah,
Notice how we've all been taken from a certain one director's filmography. Does that not tell him?
I'm gonna go.
The question at the start.
I'm gonna go. Prisoners.
Are you doing 2?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I'll go Prisoners, and I'll go Batman Begins.
Nice.
I will go the first Dune.
Fuck.
Nice.
Arrival.
Bastard.
All right, I'm going Incendies and Blade Runner 2049.
Bloody hell, brother. The Prestige.
I've got the Prestige.
Yeah, he's got the Prestige.
Got the Prestige then. Sicario.
Fucker. I will go. Do you know what? I'll go Insomnia. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dunkirk. No one's picked Dunkirk, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Bastard. Right, Dune 2's gone, Dune 1's gone, Arrival's gone, Blade Runner's gone, Prisoners are gone, Sicario's gone.
There's 5 films left.
Yeah, so we've got what? Tenet, Dark Knight Rises, Enemy, and
Well, actually, there's more than 5.
Polytechnic.
I've only seen 5 left.
Follow him.
right. I'm gonna go. Fuck. I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I'm gonna go Tenet.
How many have you got? 4. Yeah, this is your 4.
I've got 2 right now. Yeah, so Tenet, and I'm gonna go Dark Knight Rises.
Thank you. I will have Memento.
Fuck you. I thought I had that. I really thought I had that.
I actually forgot about Memento. It's still one of these.
When we were just listing those off, I just deliberately didn't say Memento.
I really thought I had that. That's why I didn't say I thought
I've got a shit list apart from Dune 2 and Prisoners.
Oh, this is hard for me now, man.
I've got 2 films left. I'm wondering which one Luke's going to go for. I don't know if you've seen these 2 actually.
I'm gonna go.
What's left? Enemy, Polytechnic, and Following.
Yeah, I'm just no. Following's gone. Joe's got Following.
I don't
know.
know.
No, he's not. You got Memento.
Oh, I got Insomnia, didn't I? My bad. I'm going Enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted Enemy. Yeah, so
Enemy's good, mate.
You're taking the Following. I thought you would have took Polytechnic.
Polytechnic's good as well.
Yeah, I think it's better than the Following. Right, well, the Following was the other one what didn't get picked. Right, so we'll go back through the list again. So I got Dune 2, Prisoners, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, and Tenet.
That's not a bad list, mate.
I think if I would have got Memento instead of Tenet, I think it would have been a stronger list.
I think I've low-key cooked here.
I've got Interstellar, Dunkirk, the first Dune, Insomnia, and Memento.
See, that's a better list than mine.
I've got The Dark Knight, Oppenheimer, Arrival, Sicario, and Enemy.
That's a better list.
That's literally like in order of.
Yeah.
Now, here's my list. Inception, Prestige, Incendies, Blade Runner 2049, and the Following.
See, I feel like your list is really, really solid, but you got the Following where Luke's had says a little bit stronger, so I think Luke could kind of win on that. But let us know in the comments if you're still listening, which is you think there's the best list.
And if
something we have never ever done before, and we're gonna do an S tier ranking. Right, so now into the tier list. I said S tier, but we've not got even an S tier. So we have peak cinema, which is the best of the best. Great, good, mid, and then we've got the train station. That's where things go to die, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Reference. So we're going to go in order of what they show here. So the first one, Inception. What's
Peak
everyone
cinema.
thinking here?
Peak cinema.
Oh, I'd have it in great, me.
See, I'm thinking great because there's some better stuff than it what deserve to be in peak cinema over Inception.
Well, I've got it as a 5-star.
I've got 4.5.
I've got 4.5.
I mean, 4.5 is pretty close to peak compared to great. Like, great for me, it's like 3.5, 4-star.
You are?
That's
Great. 3.5 is great.
Are you on
That's
14?
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Good
That's
is like
good.
6.
No,
out of
mid
10.
mid is like 2.53.
Yeah. No,
And then you'd have
2.5.
good as a 4, and then great is 4.5, and peak is 5. That is the way it works.
Either way.
I can live with Inception being in peak.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
I'm happy to drop down to a great, even though I have it as a 5. We want that peak cinema.
I think it should be great. I think because of the other things what will be in peak cinema.
I
don't
can
think it deserves to
drop
be in
down
peak.
to great because
Okay. You know what? I'll let it happen for now.
it should be only a few in
Right, we
those.
can always
let it
change it. It's
happen,
going
though,
in
yeah.
great.
I'll let it happen until the film comes up later.
Right,
Yeah.
Insomnia.
I've not seen it.
I'd have it in good. Maybe mid.
I think I've got it as like a 7 out of 10. Good, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it as I think a 3.5. So I don't mind it being in good with everyone else saying.
Yeah, we'll
I
change
did-
that, and I haven't even seen it.
Right, Oppenheimer. I think this is an easy one.
Peak cinema.
Yeah,
No. Great.
fuck off. It's
Peak
peak.
cinema.
It's definitely
No.
peak.
What have you got it as?
4.5.
Yeah, it's
Hang on,
peak.
well, you just argued that Inception should be great when they had it as a.
And then you
4.5.
all said, you know what, let's run it down to great. And I said, you know what, wait. And look what's happened.
Yeah, but Oppenheimer is better than Inception.
It's
I
not.
think so.
I think
It's
fucking
Nolan's
is.
best movie, man.
Cillian Murphy's better in Inception than Oppenheimer. Just saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You got dropped on your head at birth, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and Tom
Why you
Hardy.
don't have a beard? man?
Tom Hardy's better in Venom 3 than he is in Inception, is he? No.
Right, Blade Runner 2049.
Great for me.
I haven't watched it in
I'd
a
say.
long time.
I'd have it as great.
I'd have it as great just because I think. See, I don't know if I'd have Insomnia as mid because I don't think Blade Runner should be in great.
This is why I said that
We can
Insomnia
review it at
is
the
going
end, can't we?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'd have Blade Runner in good, but I haven't seen it since it come out.
So I've got
think
Blade.
you should
I've
move
got it as a
Insomnia
four.
down to mid, and I think Blade Runner should be in good.
It should
I
be
don't
great.
think it's as good as Inception.
Mm.
I think it's.
Yeah, but you can have a top of good and bottom of good.
I think I'm probably not
Yeah,
right.
true. It can go at the arse end of great, I guess.
Right. So
I mean, we can change it up at the end.
yeah,
Right now, it's in great. You've got to have it as above Insomnia.
yeah. Right, Batman Begins. I think Batman Begins is great.
Great.
I'd have it as good.
I'd have it as good as well, I think.
I've got it as
He's
4
better than
stars.
he's well better than Insomnia.
Yeah, there may be
Yeah.
Insomnia can change
Well,
later on.
I think Blade.
I think
Runner
we
is
need to put
better than-
Insomnia down to mid.
I agree.
I think it's fucking the graph up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm fine
seen
with
it.
that much.
Yeah, I think I like what you said earlier. Batman Begins and Rises both drop after you've seen the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'll put it in good. I don't mind it being in good. I think it should be great, but I'll put it in good. Incendies.
This is hard.
I'd say great. I don't think it's peak.
I'm thinking great as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than Blade Runner.
Dune 1.
Great.
Peak cinema.
I'd
I'd
have
have
it
it
as
in-
good.
Yeah.
Peak cinema.
Fuck off.
It's 4
Go
stars.
Fucking Dune is much better than Batman Begins, man.
I gave it a 3.5 first watch.
See,
I gave it 3.5 first watch as well.
I
Yeah,
think
but then you-
it's better than
then you-
Batman Begins, but I still think it's good.
I think Dune should be in peak cinema, but if Joe's saying good and Epicz is saying if
think
Joe's
it's-
saying great
Yeah.
and Epicz saying good, I think it should go in top of great. Even though I
Mm.
want it in peak.
I'd have it behind Inception personally.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
would have
close.
it, you know what, before Insomnies at the end.
Wait, so there or what were we saying?
I
think
Inception.
Inception's better.
I'm not happy about moving this.
No, I'm not either.
Bro,
I can't believe they're letting a dude with no beard and a yellow beanie tell us to move that down a spot, lad.
Right, the following.
You let it happen as well.
The following, I think, is definitely Train Station.
Yeah.
I think it's you watch it once just so you can say you've watched all of Nolan's filmography, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any film they've made together is like Train Station. But compared, like if we're looking at their films on a grand scale like this, I think Train Station's probably accurate.
Yeah. Now, Prestige. What are we saying about Prestige?
I'd put it in great. Does this tier list quickly make you want to like change your ratings on films? Because I'm looking at the Prestige now, and I have it as a 4.5. But I'm looking at that great list, and I'm thinking, it looks more like it should be in good.
No, see, I'm Prestige. I'm thinking great.
But I'd have it in great as well. I'd have it in great.
I think it's
too,
better
but...
than. I think it's better than Blade Runner.
I think it's better than on Sandy.
No, it's not.
So I think it is.
What you think it is as well?
Well, I've got it as 5 stars, so I think it's peak. But I'm willing to I think great's a good spot for it.
See, I think even though the Incendies twist is like crazy, I think the way the Prestige works, I think the twist in the Prestige is better than the one in Incendies. Even though it's more of a crazier twist, I think the way that you constantly have Christian Bale in that film as a main character of the plot, and you don't know that twist. I think it deserves to be better.
I think Incendies is one of the best plot twists of all time.
Yeah, it is, but I feel like how it works in the Prestige.
The Prestige, like at the time, was considered that as well.
Yeah, I do think the Prestige is better.
I think it's fine where it is.
Right, Dunkirk.
Mid.
Are you mental?
Yeah.
You need to watch Dunkirk again.
I'm probably thinking more sane than you, boy.
When it's 30 degrees, you got a jumper on. You definitely aren't.
Yeah. I've got nothing else on. Actually, I'm hanging free.
That's even weirder. I think it's great. I don't think it's as good as Batman Begins. That is crazy.
I think it's good, and I would have it before Batman Begins.
Oh no, I don't like that.
It's mid, mate.
I'd have it above
mid.
It's not that good, mate.
It looks 2.5 or 3. You think Dunkirk is?
I've got it as a 3-star.
You need to watch it again. That's insane.
It just looks good. That's all it's got.
That's just June 1.
It's got fucking Harry Styles in it.
So what?
Harry Styles is in Don't Worry, Darling, mate. That was film of the year. And that came out the same year. June
I think Dunkirk should be top of God.
I think Dunkirk has had like this little rise recently of like a little fucking.
I've always thought it was unreal, mate.
Following for it.
If it was to be great, I think if it was to be great, it'd be better than Blade Runner. See, I don't think Blade Runner should be. I think Blade Runner should be top of God. I don't think Blade deserves to be great.
Blade Runner's
I think it deserves to be there. I think that looks like a better list.
You're just moving shit. You put that back.
What, you think that should be there
right now?
Yeah, it's a great film.
You think it's up there with Inception and Dune 1 and The Prestige?
Yeah.
I have it as a 4.5. I have it as the same as Incendies.
I think I've got it as a 4.5 as well.
It's sick.
It belongs in good, I think.
When was the last time you watched it? Well, it's well good.
When was the last time you watched Dunkirk?
Good. You just said well good. You didn't say it was well great.
People think, well, no one says it's well great. People think Blade Runner 2049 is better than the original.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about then? It's wicked. One of the best sci-fi movies made, man. That's it. Let's leave it there.
Nah.
You got your Dunkirk in good. Yeah, happy that. It's a good. That's fine.
Yeah, that's only because you need to watch it again.
Mate, let's be real here. Out of all fucking war movies we can watch, man, we're not watching Dunkirk. Do you know what I mean? We're just not.
If I'm watching sci-fi films, I'm not sticking Blade Runner on.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Have that.
I did like a trilogy once with Dunkirk, like Darkest Hour, then it was Dunkirk, and then it was like something else. Well, Atonement.
Well, that
like
sounds
both
depressing as fuck.
That sounds like the best idea in the world.
You need to
okay.
fucking go out more, you mate.
I see how it is. Okay,
Right, Memento. What are we having Memento?
good.
In good.
I think it's good. Where are
Yeah,
we
I'm-
placing it on good though?
I'd have
in
it below
in between.
that. I'd
in
have it
between.
below Batman Begins. Me.
I would have it
Yeah.
below Batman Begins.
Batman
I think
Begins.
Yeah, I'm not
I'd
mad.
well watch Batman Begins again and again and again over Memento.
Yeah,
Mate,
true.
with the-
yeah,
yeah,
this isn't
Batman
on, this
Begins
isn't on
is
about.
good,
We're not doing a tier list on rewatchability here. This is just about being good.
Yeah,
so
I
I
think Batman Begins is a better film, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
know.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, but I think
It's really good, man. The whole introduction of Christian Bale becoming Batman is wicked. The
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul stuff's cool up in the mountains. Then you've got all the Scarecrow stuff, really good. Gotham itself is probably the best in the Dark Knight trilogy, actually showing Gotham as well, because the rest of
it is.
sacked it off in other two
Totally
films.
Mm.
It's a
that
really good
iconic-
origin
You've
story,
got that
man.
iconic quote as well from Alfred. Why do we fall to get back up? Batman Begin.
Oh, fucking hell. Move it up to great. Let's go.
Right, Tenet. Where are we having Tenet?
I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it either. It's the only Nolan I haven't
Between me
seen.
and
It's
Epicz.
really, yeah. I haven't actually seen it. Every
I'd have
time I
it-
think about watching it, I just think about how many people say it's kind of shit.
I'd
I
have
want to
it.
make an opinion of it, but it's like 3 hours long.
I had
I'd have
it
it as
booked to
good
watch it in
beyond
cinemas.
Memento.
We also spent 10 minutes of this episode going on about, like, if you think a film set, everyone comes out and says it's shit,
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I'm really interested in watching it.
I
You
did,
just said,
No,
wow,
I just,
you
it,
didn't
was,
watch-
it was like COVID sort of times, wasn't it? When it
yeah,
came
but you
out,
didn't
and then-
listen to the ending of
I
what
had
I
it
said. I
booked.
said I want to create my own
yeah,
opinion.
it's 3 hours
It's
long. It's
3
worth it.
hours, mate. That's a long time to commit.
Is it actually 3 hours? What's it?
I have a full-time job, mate, right?
Yeah,
I
I had
don't
it
know
booked
if-
last year.
Do you know what I mean? We were busy people.
2 hours 30.
That's a long film, mate.
It's not.
How long?
It's a long film
It's
to
with,
decide.
with a film like that, where people say like it's confusing and you've got to really pay attention, I would much rather watch that for the first time in cinema and be locked in, because I know for a fact I'll get distracted on my
Yeah.
phone at home.
My job is mad as well, mate. I come home, my brain's frazzled with what I deal with at work. I don't need this guy moving backwards. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it deserves to be the bottom of
I
good.
do want to watch it though. I might watch it soon.
I was going to say, it's taken me like 3 watches to like really appreciate what it is.
I don't know
I
if
think,
that
like,
show's a great film, me.
I don't know.
think
I think like just because it's complex doesn't mean it's bad.
Mm.
But if you have to watch it like 3 or 4 times to fully
I know. But I feel like
understand,
there's a lot of films where I've watched them multiple
No,
times and like, they
saying
get better every time you watch them. I think
Yeah.
it, like
You
even
know
like
what?
with like Dune 1, like Dune 1 wasn't the 5-star what it was until like I'd watched it 2 or 3 times, and then with Dune 2 as well. I think I did.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite there actually, because it did take me like 3 Inception watches to get it. To be fair,
I
Yeah,
think
I-
Tenet
Inception
deserves to
was
be bottom of good. What about you, Epic? I know the other 2 haven't seen it.
Yeah,
so it's
I
up to you.
think I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Right, getting into Sicario. Where do you think Sicario belongs?
I think good.
I think it's in good. I think it's better than Memento.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
Ooh, I think it's actually pretty on par. I think maybe.
Yeah, they're pretty similar actually. I think I've got it as a 4. Have I?
I
I
think
would have it between Memento and Tenet.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I think I have it as a 3.5 actually.
I'd have it between Begins and Memento.
Yeah, I have it as a 4.5 actually, me. So yeah, in between Memento and Batman
I
Begins.
remember when I rewatched it recently, I just didn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Did
same.
you know? Fair.
So where's it? Where do you think it should go?
Between
Good.
Memento and Tenet.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, okay.
Fair dues.
I'm
Yeah,
not angry at that. Oh, sorry.
yeah, that's fine.
Right, easiest one on the probably list.
Peak cinema.
Dune Part 2.
Let's move on to the next one.
The question is it above Oppenheimer or below
Yes.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, it's above.
Above?
It's above.
2 very similar colours in the posters as well.
Yeah. Right, Polytechnique, I think, for me,
I ain't seen
I'd
it.
have it in Train Station.
Really?
Just because I don't feel like I'd never, ever watch it again where Insomnia I probably would.
I
where
give
Polytechnique-
it a 3.5. Yeah, but we're not going off rewatchability, are we?
Yeah, but even as a film, like, I don't think it's as good as Insomnia. And I'd say it's on verge with like Following, where I think it's better than I think it's better than Following, but I don't think it belongs in mid.
Going on my rating alone, it's like top of mid, bottom of good. Because I've got it as a 3. This is the issue here now, because I've got it as a 3.5. That should go in good, but I've also got like Sicario, Memento, Batman Begins of 4.5s.
Yeah, I think it's hard though with like a tier list because you have kind of like be kind of strict a bit more, don't you?
I'm going good for it, me, mate. I think it's a good film.
It's got 3.7.
It's a good film, man.
Have you watched it, Joe?
No.
What are you thinking, Epicz? I therefore don't think it should be in good.
I've not seen it.
Put it.
What is it only
put it
mainly
in-
if you've seen
Put
Polytechnic?
it in mid. Put it in mid then, because
Yeah, I think mid, but below
Station.
under Insomnia.
That's the middle ground of what both of you said.
Yeah.
Let's put it above Insomnia,
No.
mate.
Yeah, have you watched Insomnia?
No, that's why I want it above.
Yeah, but the other two, them two have seen Insomnia, so it should definitely go above.
What have you got? Polytechnic rated?
3.
Have you? You've got it as a 3.5.
Out of respect for
It probably should be 3.
Let's put it at the
Off
top.
the top of my head now, it'd be a 3, and Insomnia is a 3.5.
So you're lying to fit your agenda.
No, it's just like if I'm looking at them two films now, if you said pick one of them films, I'm picking Insomnia.
Are you getting paid to talk about this?
Well, I am a shill, so Insomnia is going above Polytechnique.
I know.
It's
Right,
disgusting.
prisoners.
Great.
Yeah,
I'd put it in peak cinema, me.
No,
I'd have it in
I don't
great.
think it's right
I'd
there,
have it.
but-
I'd have it in great, and I'd have it probably below
yeah,
Inception. Oh no, below Dune.
Yeah, I think it.
I personally think Inception needs to go up to peak cinema, me.
I do as well.
There's no way that Inception is on like.
Right. Well, we'll
Blade
talk
Runner.
when the list is done. We'll think about Inception again, but Prisoners for now, I think should be in great.
I think it's either in front or before the Prestige. I think it's sort of on par.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
would
up
have
to you.
it.
Well, I'd probably have it maybe beyond Prestige, but I'll go with whatever you want.
Put it. I think in between before Dune 1.
I'm fine with anywhere it is.
Yeah,
At
that
least
do.
it's great.
Yeah. Arrival,
Peak cinema.
I think great.
I think good.
I'd have
Well,
it behind Incendies, I think.
Looking
See,
at
I'd
the
have it.
list,
I'd have it beyond Prestige.
Yeah, similar.
I'd have it at the end of great.
I need to rewatch Arrival, actually.
Well,
Arrival is literally probably like top 5 sci-fi movies ever made, man.
See, I'd say we'd have to put Arrival after Incendies just because Luke wants it in peak.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I think personally it's a good film, but we're looking at the list. I think great's pretty much where it should be.
Interstellar.
Peak.
Peak cinema.
Great.
It's peak.
It's peak.
Are we
It's
going?
peak.
Are we putting
Yeah.
it there?
Yeah, at the back.
Yeah. Enemy.
Enemy train
Good.
station.
No way, bro.
No, I'd
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it after Insomnia in mid.
Mm.
I think it's worse than Insomnia. I think it's on par with Following.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a 3-star film.
How the
Yeah,
fuck's
that's
that
the train
train
station.
station then?
Following's a 3-star film. I said at the start, every film they've done, I don't think it's a bad film at all. But in terms of this tier list, and we're going to have films in peak and films in train station, I think if the Following is the bottom of the bottom, that's 3-star for me.
I think I've got it as a 4. I think have I got it as a 4-star? I think I do.
I haven't got
Might
it
be
rated.
a
I haven't
three.
seen it in a long time.
So, like, if you've got it as 4
I've got it as a 4-star.
good.
Yeah, so I'd have it in good. So I'm happy to go.
I
Top
think
of mid.
if you think train station Epicz, I think mid and Luke thinks good. It probably should just go top of mid.
That's
Yeah.
what I think. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I think.
Yeah.
Nah.
Peak cinema.
The back of peak, I think.
Yeah.
I'd have it in front of Interstellar.
Right. The question is, what issues do people have with this now?
I think the only one that's sort of like an and an R is Inception. But what have we? Obviously, we've all got Dune Part 2 as a 5. I assume we've all got Oppenheimer as a 5. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
What have you got as Epicz? 4.
4.5.
Yeah, so 3, and then 1 of 4.5. What have you got? Interstellar, a 4.
I might
I
have
swear
been
you-
4.5 when I went did the BFI for it.
Yeah, I thought you put it up.
Yeah, look.
I have
See-
all 4 of those as 5.
Yeah,
So
so-
I have all them 4 I have as 5s, and I have Dune 1 at a 5.
I have
Yeah,
also Inception, Dune, and Prisoners as 5 as well.
So I've got Inception and Prisoners as 4.5s.
I got Interstellar as a 4.5. Dark Knight as a 5. Inception's a 5. June's a 4-star. Prisoners, I think it's a 4-star.
I think it's.
I think that's pretty spot on,
Inception
to be
and
honest.
Dune. I think Inception and Dune, like on the like with this list, I think on the verge of peak cinema. But I don't think. I feel like they should stay in great, top of great, because I think they're behind the top 4 what are in peak.
Same.
See,
I've got Prisoners at 4.5.
I'm at 50-50 on if I'd have Inception above The Dark Knight in a Nolan ranking.
Really,
It's fucking good, man.
it's good, but
And we've all talked about how like the Batman brings down the Dark Knight trilogy and that.
Yeah, but
And
the
I'll-
Dark Knight's still like way above.
It's still really good.
I
It's
think
still
it brings
really
the
good.
other 2 down loads. I don't think it touches the Dark Knight still.
Like for
Right.
instance, I'd have the Batman over. I'd have the Batman over the Dark Knight, but I'd have the Dark Knight over Inception.
See, I think the next time I watch The Dark Knight, it's got more of a chance of going down to a 4.5 than staying at a 5. Whereas next time I watch Inception, it's just going to go higher. Like we can't go higher than a 5, but you know, in a ranking. That's my only problem. So I don't want too many films in peak though.
Yeah, I think that's
Nothing
a
else.
solid peak list.
I
I'd
agree.
also have a rival above the Prestige personally, but
I
it's not,
think
don't really
we
matter.
should talk about Dunkirk into great.
Mhm.
I think you should shut your fucking mouth.
We should
Yeah, I
do the
think
tier
Dunkirk
list
should
where we have to like have the same amount in each list, like each part.
See, with me, I'd swap Dunkirk and Blade Runner.
So would I.
Nah.
I wouldn't.
Nah.
I'll probably swap it with Arrival.
No,
No
Probably
way, man.
Man, Arrival isn't that great on rewatch.
It is.
I don't think it's as good on rewatch as the films what are above it, like The Prestige, Prisoners, Dune, etc. I think all of them deserve to be above Arrival. But I'd rewatch Arrival over every other film what's behind it.
Yeah, if we're talking about rewatch, I'd rather rewatch Batman Begins.
Yeah.
But like,
We're
we're
not
not
doing-
talking about rewatch, are we?
I think
I'd
rewatch
I-
a little bit.
I
I'd
think
rather
it's
rewatch
pretty
Over the
spot on.
Hedge. It means nothing.
I think what we need to do is I need to rewatch Dunkirk and you guys need to rewatch Blade Runner.
And Johnny's
I need to
rewatch. Dune.
rewatch nothing.
Yeah, I do need to rewatch Dune, but I'm waiting until they release both of them. in
Yeah,
cinemas
they'll release
before-
them all in the cinemas, won't they?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Before Dune 3, they'll end up putting them all in cinemas
No.
again.
First and second one, yeah.
I actually think it's pretty spot on, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting better than that list. I think it's fair between all of
I
us.
think
And
what the issue is, I think it might be the names of the lists, me, that might be throwing us off. Because like, Enemy in mid hurts my feelings, mate. To be
Mhm.
honest.
see, it doesn't with me.
Yeah.
Feels good.
But mid is like
Feels
like
good.
2.5. Like
Yeah, but we're
fucking.
thinking it is mid and both.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to call it mid, and then it's like I think someone said mid. I don't think I think
It's mid for their filmographies, is what
Yeah,
we're saying.
yeah. I don't think it's a mid film. I think it's for their film. It's like, for instance, that's why I feel like Polytechnique should be in Train Station, because if it was me and I was saying like, oh, these directors have an amazing filmography. If I'd cut Following and Polytechnique out and left all the rest of the films in, I think it'd be a very, very solid list. Where I feel like them 2 films bring their filmographies down.
You know what you should think it is? Like, would you like look at the film, right? Would you make a video recommending it?
Polytechnique.
Just any film on that list. And I think Following and Polytechnique. Well, I haven't seen Polytechnique, but like Following, probably Polytechnique and Enemy, I wouldn't recommend.
I wouldn't recommend Polytechnique and Following.
I'd recommend Polytechnique, man. I think it's good.
I think we should just stick with this list.
I think it's fine the way it is.
So,
unless there's some like hard justification or something that needs to change.
No, I think
Dunkirk.
I'd like Blade Runner and a Dunkirk. I think swap.
If you want Dunkirk higher, Blade Runner stays in the same place though. If you really want Dunkirk in that great list, Blade Runner can't go down though. It can just go
I
up.
think Tenet should be.
I think Dunkirk should stay where it is because I think Batman Begins is on pair with it. So I'd feel like they both have to go up, and I don't think that's fair. So I think them two should stay where they are.
Where's Rises?
Oh yeah.
Well, that would be in mid.
I'd put yeah. Dark Knight Rises will be in mid.
I think I'll probably watch that over Tenet.
I don't know if you can see this, but oh no, you can't see it. One set. I'm sure I saved the poster for it. Is that it?
I think it's really bad.
Hey, right. I can't believe we forgot. Right, where is it going?
I'd have it in mid.
Why don't we just like edit it in? Oh no, you can't.
See you? I can edit it in.
No, I meant like try get it in the clip. We get it out. Good.
I don't think it's good. I think it's mid. I think it's
middle do pretty well there.
Top of mid.
Top of mid.
Yeah, but then I think then I'd have Tenet under Dark Knight Rises.
Drop Polytechnique. Drop Polytechnique.
I think.
Drop Polytechnique.
I think that makes sense.
Put Blade Runner.
Yeah, because I don't think you can have Rises on the same tier as
put Blade Runner in front of Memento.
In front of Memento? What?
No.
Yeah, because I'm a Dunkirk. I don't think Dunkirk's that good, but you guys do. So
I'm happy. I'm fine with that going. I'm happy with Dunkirk, Blade.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think if actually. I think Blade Runner 2049 is really good, but I'm looking at it and thinking, is the Dark Knight, is the Batman Begins better?
No, Blade Runner's better than Batman Begins.
I don't know, man.
Way better.
Batman Begins is really good. I think that's fair now, actually.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think Blade Runner belongs exactly with them, like them.
Yeah, like it's because I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking, oh mate, I don't think Blade Runner 2049 is the same as Inception as Dune. But it's around Batman Begins, so like I think that makes sense.
I think that's a solid list.
I still think Inception deserves to go up.
I think
I'm okay with that.
I think Inception.
I think that's like the perfect. I think
I'm happy the way it is.
Right, sound. We'll stick with that list. What do you all guys think in the comments, or if you're watching this video, what do you think of this list? Anything you'd change? Let us know, and let's move on to the next part of the episode. Right, now we're going to talk about, even though this episode is very, very long, we're going to talk about each film individually. We can do a little bit of a mess, or not really talk about some more than others. But is there any film what you think deserves a little bit more gratitude, or what we should talk about specifically in this episode? Obviously, we talked about Dune and stuff a lot, but is there anything in particular?
I think, well, when we did the tier list, I think Dunkirk probably one of those films.
I do need to rewatch Dunkirk.
That's one of those that if they do a Nolan season, the ones that you like haven't watched for a long time that you're not really sure on, but you think they might go up if you watched again. I'd say like Dunkirk, Tenet, stuff like that are definitely worth rewatching in cinema when they come out.
It's just getting to cinema for me is hard though. But I have a good enough TV.
I think Tenet's one where you have to watch it multiple times. I think like on the first watch I was like, it's good, it's just not peak Nolan. But I've rewatched it again like that in the past week, same with like all the rest of his films, and I think the more you watch it, the more you understand because you know what's coming. And I think
I'm pretty sure
you feel emotionally connected to some of the relationships in the film as well on rewatch.
I'm pretty sure I watched a clip of Nolan saying that you don't even have to understand Tenet. It's not about understanding it.
Well, he's got that quote in that interviews where he's like, "Don't understand it, feel it."
Yeah.
But it's one of them where even like I don't know.
I mean, like,
It's like even the main character in Tenet doesn't really understand what's going on.
To be honest, if you take out all this story,
Maybe fucking Nolan didn't know what was going on.
If you just watch like a Tenet visual video on YouTube, you'll love it.
Yeah,
Just off the visuals.
yeah. I think it's genius, but I think it's hard for the common viewer to watch. Like, I feel like someone who's not really into films, it's not going to be there for them.
Yeah. There's not really.
I think Dunkirk's very underrated. I know for me personally, when I went to watch that film, because obviously, especially being a younger age when Dunkirk came out, coming off the back of like Inception, Interstellar, and that, you're kind of expecting that type of level of film, but it's a very different film in the same way. I feel like being older, understanding Nolan a bit more, especially off the back of Oppenheimer, I think Dunkirk's fantastic. Like the way it's like non-linear, learn a little bit more of each detail, and like I think it's a very sad film. I cried a lot watching it.
I am gonna rewatch it.
Yeah, I think it's very sad and heartwarming.
It's like, you know, when like he's fighting himself, it's backwards.
Yeah,
Like I'm just trying to figure out in my head, like, how did he even do that, like in camera? Obviously, there's probably like some visual effects to it, but it's like just watching it happen in real time. It's just...
What are you watching? You on about Tenet or Dunkirk?
Tenet.
He actually filmed it backwards, didn't he? The main character in Tenet rehearsed all the things going forward, going backwards. So when you watch him doing it backwards, it is him doing it backwards.
Right.
And it's just filmed in normal time.
Yeah, what I found insane though about obviously when you watch Tenet is when you watch it after when John David Washington's going backwards instead of forwards. I think it's cool to see certain scenes and understand what's going on with the story. I think it's quite genius, really. I think Nolan's like very clever to pull that film off.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen Tenet. I watched like a full-on interview about that whole how they managed to get it backwards. I thought it would actually sounds sick. The fact the guy that he learned the same choreography backwards step by step is mad.
Yeah,
it is mad. To take because I know they're all about like there's like I think there might be like a kick to the chest scene.
Yeah,
he does that backwards. Is insane that.
Yeah. What do we all think of?
Through the gate and shit, don't he?
Talk about a little bit of Interstellar. What everyone thoughts on Interstellar as a film? Like, I know rewatching that again. I think it's. I'm not someone who's a massive rewatcher, especially of like films. What I find like amazing, which is a bit silly.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever seen Interstellar probably like 4 or 5 times, which is not as much as like some people who absolutely love Nolan. But I feel like it's so good. I feel like
I've watched it once.
You've only ever watched Interstellar once?
Yeah, that were enough for me. That
really?
Yeah, it had a massive impact. I think I cried for like 2 hours, mate.
I think it's better every time you watch it because you know the relationship of the like father-daughter. Yeah. I feel like in the first time you watch it, you only like really cry at the end, or like the scene where he's watching like the
yeah.
When you rewatch it, when he leaves, it hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah, like when he leaves the first time, and you know, like when the toy falls off the cupboard and stuff, you're like you feel emotional because you know who's done it. I think it's almost better on rewatch.
I'm going to be doing a Nolan rewatch, so I'm going to be catching up on all his films. Like I'm going to start. So I'm literally off this weekend, so I'm going to smash a few out, right? But so Tenet and Dunkirk, I'll probably get watched this weekend. To be fair,
yeah.
But, do you know when you watch a film and you know you've watched greatness? That was enough for me with Interstellar. I think sometimes when you're thinking of rewatching one of those films that had such an impact on you, I'm almost worried that it's not going to be as good.
I understand that.
I don't want to ruin it because it had that impact on me when I watched it. I thought, right, that's enough. Like I've watched 2001 once. I never want to watch that film ever again. Just because
I'm the same with you.
With 2001, but I think it's better to watch it in a better format. So like 2001, I watched it, in a cinema, normal cinema, and then I watched it in 70mm, and it was great.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Interstellar, first time I watched Interstellar was at home, shitty TV. Then I watched it in the cinema, normally. Then I watched it in IMAX and thought, yeah, that's pretty good. And I watched it, IMAX 70mm. And I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking great. And
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
I think that's the only way to like keep that, greatness impact. Sometimes.
Yeah, you're improving something you already love, aren't you?
Yeah. That's the only time I can really understand certain films, like the way you talk about. With Interstellar, I think, like, even though in IMAX, like 70mm, I've watched it in IMAX, and I've watched it in IMAX, I've watched it in normal cinema, and I've watched it at home, obviously, the most. And, like, I think if you've experienced it in IMAX, I think it's still as good at home. But I think, I don't know, it's so good. I think for a film to be good, like, at home like that and make you feel the same, like, I think no matter what screen you watch it on, it's fantastic. Where with 2001 and stuff, I feel like I can understand the perspective of only watching it once and the other time ever to watch it again in the cinema or in a certain format.
That's why I love Dune 2, man, because I watched it in IMAX, was wicked, and I've watched it at home and I still thought it was just as good.
Yeah.
Just as good's a bit of a crazy statement, because nothing is as good as watching a film in IMAX or cinema, but it didn't make me think the film was shit or worse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not shit's not the right word, you know what I mean?
I think when I watched Oppenheimer again this week, and I've only ever watched it, that was the third time I've ever watched it. I watched it twice in 70mm IMAX. And even though the film was just as good, I missed it being on IMAX in 70mm just because I like the sound and stuff. Like the score didn't hit me the same watching it at home. Whereas in cinema.
I think that will always be a thing though, because literally films are designed to be watched in cinema. Especially films that are made for IMAX. It's designed for that.
Yeah.
Not Netflix ones.
Yeah.
You don't want to watch Epicz 70mm.
With rewatchability on films, I always tend to go for like the Harry Potters or the Dunes, the Lord of the Rings, or like comedy movies like Step Brothers.
Comedies is my big one.
Things like that. Like Interstellar rewatch never really comes into my head, and that's because I don't think it's great. It's not because obviously you'd think, oh well, why wouldn't you want to watch a film that you've got a 5-star? Because it's just different. It is different.
I've watched it twice this year, Inception, and I wasn't like I loved it, but it was kind of like I'm in the same like mindset as you were. I watched it once and I didn't want to kind of ruin it. Well, no, because I've watched it twice. I feel like it's a film that I should revisit more. I think
I've watched it 3 times. Inception.
Yeah, I think the more I've watched it, I think, why do I not watch Inception more? Like, I feel like it should be an annual watch. And it's like one of them where I wouldn't leave it as long for watch it again because it is that good.
That's fair.
But it's not
I don't want to watch it. Yeah, fine.
It is. It fucking is, man.
What do you think of like twists in these films? Like when you think of like The Prestige, Inception a little bit, Memento. Like what do you think the best twist is between both of the filmographies?
Probably
Sunday.
Yeah, I'd say Prisoners is a good one.
Prisoners is a great shout actually. Prisoners is good. Insomnia's
Memento's twist is very underrated, I think.
I think Nolan does like a twist in every film. Like Interstellar's a twist. Tenet is a twist. Like,
there's a twist in The Dark Knight Rises, mate.
Yeah, and like that's probably the worst one. The twist in Dark Knight, actually. When he's like, "Oh, I tell you where they are."
Batman Begins.
Yeah, it was a bit actually. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ra's al Ghul is here. What? I wouldn't call it a plot twist, but like the Einstein scene at the end of Oppenheimer. Now it's like a plot reveal because Robert Downey Jr. thinks he said something to him that like negatively.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
And then it shows at the end that scene, but it's like him going.
Yeah, it's the way that Robert Downey Jr. thinks that he said something so Einstein didn't like him, and it wasn't that at all. It was because of what Oppenheimer had said about the atom bomb and stuff on it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think though, like when you've said about all of Nolan's films having a twist, I wouldn't really count Oppenheimer as a twist though.
No. Yeah. Don't you think it's mental that Oppenheimer built an atom bomb, but he never poked anyone on Facebook?
Arrival's got a twist. Blade Runner's got a twist. Prisoners has got a twist. Sicario's got a twist.
Dune's not got a twist.
No, I wouldn't really say
I don't know
Dune
if
1.
Just Dune.
Well, again, Dune's based off a book. I feel like if you're going off source material, they don't add twists.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Nolan's filmography, everything what he's done, what's based off something, he's not put a twist in it. And same with obviously Denny.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how most of their films have twists, though.
Yeah. Might be why some people like have him so in high regard, because I think films are better when they've got a little bit of a surprise to them. You know, like
man.
I think like it is better.
Like, to be fair, I think Denny, every film Denny's done has got a twist except like Dune. Like, I haven't seen Polytechnic, so I can't comment on that. But
based on shooting.
Yeah, I think that's because they're both directorial. That's both the directorial debuts, in it? Like neither's following really. Well, yeah,
Memento was like the biggest plot twist film at the time as well.
Yeah, it's like Nolan's kind of like, I think every Nolan film has had like a massive conversation because of like the twist. I feel like it's a good word of mouth conversation. Like, you need to watch this because of the twist. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think Interstellar's twist's good.
Yeah,
I think it's really good.
I think because Interstellar has like kind of two, because you've got all the whole stuff with Dr. Miller with Matt Damon. Then you've got the actual plot itself with him that he's created it, so he ends up there.
And Jamie ends up at the train station.
Yeah, even though, just like a quick conversation just came to my head then, even though I don't think any of them really should, if there was to be a sequel to any of the films in either of the filmographies, is there any what you'd like a sequel to? I know. I think some of them I wouldn't like them to get touched. Like, for instance, I'd love to see what happened after Interstellar, like, and going looking for Anne Hathaway. But it's not something I'd ever want to see. I don't think, because it's so perfect.
I reckon you could make an Inception 2, me.
I think they could do a prequel of Inception and like
they could definitely do something with Inception.
See how they got into it, but I don't think he would. You know.
No,
I don't think it would be like a direct sequel. But
what I kind of like about them, that they don't just do that sort of thing, unless you've got like the Dark Knight and the Dunes, but
yeah, they're also different.
Imagine getting a fucking sequel
around Jake Gyllenhaal and Prisoners.
What, in like doing a whole different investigation?
Like a sequel to Prisoners, but like it's just around him solving another case.
Yeah.
But it won't be Prisoners. You could just create a whole new film with the same character.
What, like a Cliff Booth sequel sort of thing?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I think that's like the only one off the top of my head. Like, I think I would go out and watch like day one. Well, I mean, I watched all of them day one, but I mean, like, the one I would get most excited for.
I don't think I'd want a sequel for any of them, me.
No, that's my point. I was just interested in, if there was a sequel, what would it?
I don't think so.
But I don't think any of them should be touched. I think they're so perfect.
No.
Batman Beyond, Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne, 60 years.
If there's a franchise, what you like?
Do you know what though? I wouldn't say no to a fourth Bale Batman film, you know.
I think it's kind of done and dusted.
I won't say no, man.
If there was a franchise, what you'd like both directors to touch, like to improve on or whatever, what would you want them to be involved with?
Mate, I think a Nolan Pirates of the Caribbean film would be sick, mate.
See, I'm thinking Nolan Star Wars, me.
I think Denise Star Wars as well.
Shout,
I feel like Nolan would revive the franchise of Star Wars. Personally, I think Star Wars is dead.
Get Denis on a Transformers. Go on, lad.
I'd have the other way around, though. Imagine Nolan on a Transformers film and Denis on Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the some of the war scenes in like what they've done with Thingy in it. In Dune.
I think imagine like either one of them, like Thomas the Tank.
Oh god.
Thomas the Magic Road 2.
Yeah.
Timmy is Alec Baldwin's son.
You're a Tommy Tit, mate.
Thomas.
I'm trying to think of other like big franchises what you could think of.
Like ones that are going to make money. Like,
I mean, Nolan didn't do a bad job with Batman. If you want to be honest, you could fucking throw him on a Spider-Man or something.
I think get Denis Villeneuve.
Imagine Nolan directing a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Let's go!
I could imagine him on a Toby Spider-Man. Oh, can you imagine him doing like a Wolverine, like a Logan-esque sort of film? I can.
Oh yeah.
Like
I think Denny would be better with like a Wolverine. I think than more than a Nolan.
Denny Evil Dead.
I wouldn't mind Nolan doing something with Lord of the Rings as well. Like after the Odyssey, I think like him being in like that type of period fantasy, I think he'd be really good at it.
Fantasy's a
I
good
thought
show.
like
Here's a show.
Denis Villeneuve doing like the 18th Paranormal Activity. Big class, mate.
I think either one. Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Top Gun 3.
Oh, but who? Which one?
What about like a Denny Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But again though, which one? I don't know. Nolan could do that as well.
I don't know. I feel like might be a little bit better. Just because he's doing 007, I think he's got that espionage in him. You know, like with Sicario.
Yeah, true.
If Nolan just does what he did with Tenet, like stunt wise and action wise, he could do Mission Impossible.
I'd quite like to see both of them have a go doing Bond. I'd like because that was sort of like the talk on it for a long time. Is that always Christopher Nolan going to do the next Bond? I feel like it was quite out of the blue, and Denis got announced for it personally.
I'm quite happy Denis doing a Bond, but I think I'd rather probably see Nolan do it.
Imagine one of them does.
I'm actually a bit worried that with the Denis Bond stuff, mate, because of how much influence Amazon might have in it.
I feel like he wouldn't touch it if they had too much influence. Honestly, I feel like I genuinely don't think he'd say yeah to it.
Yeah,
just don't know how much free reign he's going to have.
Or if he doesn't get it after this, I imagine he started to like plan it to an extent now. I think if he gets to the point and they ask too much stuff, I think he'd rather walk away than just commit to it.
Who do you want as the next James Bond?
Pattinson.
Who?
Robert Pattinson. He's 40, so he can play it for quite a long time. He's at that age where he's like, he could play a young Bond at like early 30s, or he could play a Bond at his age.
I think he's so good.
The run he's been on as well is just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, could Tom Holland could do it?
Nah, I don't know.
I feel like it'd be too basic for a Tom Holland. I feel like it needs someone who's a bit more. Like
everyone's
talking about Callum Turner, and I don't think I'd mind Callum Turner. I'd like to see him have the opportunity, but I wouldn't mind someone like an unknown. Like, because if you think about it, like Daniel Craig, even though he was known, he wasn't a massive name. Sorry.
Why can't I think of that guy's
name? Same
as
Pierce Brosnan as well. It wasn't like a huge name, really.
Yeah, I think it kind of works picking someone who's not really. Because obviously, when you take over James Bond, you're kind of the face of it, aren't you?
Yeah. I think they should get Tom Brittany. He's a shout.
Is that from Wasteman?
No, it's
just Tom Blythe's a good shout, actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Tom Blythe is actually a bad shout.
Just because everybody is in Wasteman and whatever the other film it is.
There's been a bunch of like DC fans that are trying to get Tom Brittany as Bruce Wayne because he's got like the look for Bruce Wayne. And
I'd take Aaron Pierre.
Imagine that look as like
Damson Idris would be.
Damson Idris, that was my next one. Damson Idris or Aaron Pierre could well pull it off.
Aaron Pierre would be belting just because he did that other film on Netflix, didn't he?
Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, he was bossing that. I think he'd be really, really good. And he's a handsome guy. I've seen him at
It was at one battle. It was at one battle as well, wasn't he? Because he was with what's her face? Tiana Taylor. He's with, wasn't he?
Yeah, he walked past me at Odyssey, and I was thinking, "Fucking hell."
Aaron Pierre as James Bond and Tiana Taylor as a Bond girl. Fucking full send that, did he?
What, like she's in scary movies?
Yeah, man, get them abs out.
He always wanted a brother.
Just like you.
What was the question? Oh, that was it. I was going to say. When we talk about the greatest directors of all time, do you think either of them deserve to be in the top of it? And if so, like, how high would you rate them?
Listen, if the Odyssey lands, Christopher Nolan might actually be the greatest director of all time for me.
I think he's top 5. I wouldn't say he's bottom of the top 5.
Who's your first though?
I'd have Scorsese above him.
Scorsese is, yeah. It seems Scorsese or Kubrick for me, but
Kubrick, Billy Wilder.
See, I feel after
he's definitely top 3. I think.
I feel like after Odyssey, I think Nolan definitely deserves to be up there with Kubrick. I think he's like 100%, like not fair being on par.
I think Nolan will be the greatest of all time eventually.
Yeah, it depends what he does, obviously, next. I feel like if he does like one more film like Oppenheimer or Odyssey or anything like that, I feel like he could be like the greatest. I don't think it's like glazing him or anything where, like, I feel like even when you look at, you know, like we talk about Scorsese, and like even though I'd say Scorsese is my favourite director, his weaker films are weaker than Nolan's films, you know what I mean? Like Gangs of New York and stuff like that. I feel like if you go like band for band, I feel like
going back to when we were talking about Steven Spielberg, that's why I don't have him in like that fucking topper echelon.
I don't think he's one of the. I don't think he's one of the greatest of all time.
Because of his other films that drag him down. Do you know what I mean? He's just done a bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
I've only got one of his films at a 5-star.
It's not our fault that Nolan makes banging films. It's not our fault that we like him. It's not our fault. He's just good. People dislike Nolan because of that.
Best, mate.
Huh?
I think Spielberg still is one of the best. I just don't think he's on that.
I think he's more iconic, me.
Yeah. I think he's like kind of the face of blockbusters in like the 90s, early 2000s. But I've only got 2 films at a 5-star where you look at Nolan and I've got, I think 4, maybe 5 or something. Oh, they're either 4.5, if not.
Yeah. I am a bit of a Nolan fanboy, but I'm not bothered. People call it film, bro, but I just don't care.
I just try to look at like my top
his films.
5. I think Villeneuve's not in. Villeneuve, maybe my top 10, maybe. But after
I think they're both in my top 5, to be honest.
I wouldn't have Denny in my top 5.
I think Nolan's in my top 5.
I said, I've got them neck and neck. I've got them like neck and neck with all my ratings and stuff. Stats don't lie. They don't. They don't lie. But I think I don't know. But when I think of the two, I think Nolan he's just going to achieve more. I think in the long run. I don't know why I think that, but
you think of Scorsese in the last 15 years, how many bangers he's made that late into his career and life. You think if Nolan carries on that sort of trajectory and makes films that good,
I just don't see him slowing down. Just can't see him slowing down at all.
How old is Nolan actually?
Must be
like
early 50s.
Yeah, I was gonna say late 40s, early 50s. I'd probably go around early 50s.
55.
Yeah.
Lord,
he could have like another 10, 20 years, yeah.
Oh, he's got another 30 years at least, I think.
Well, anything can happen, you know.
Like, I know.
Hopefully.
I feel like Nolan takes bigger risks.
He made like 3 films in like 20 to 30 years, right? So maybe Nolan like trajectory into like that pathway because just like enjoy your old life, grandkids and whatever, But like you said, another 10 to 20 years maybe, just like pure every 3 years a new film. I just don't. Happening.
Listen, everyone has their own opinions on that, man. I just don't understand how you can doubt him. I just don't get it. I don't. Yeah. Because I love him so much, and I look. Everyone has their own opinions. If you don't like him, that's absolutely cool. That's fine, right? I don't know what you're watching to think that though. I can't see it. Do you know? I just can't see it. I don't know if it's because everyone loves him and people just are like, "Oh,
I think it's
I don't know how someone can give like Superman from last year like a 4.5 and then give a Nolan film like a 3, 2.5.
It's confusing.
I don't understand how when people say, "Oh, well, Nolan's not the best. You've got this director and this director and this director." I think it's stupid, like to say, "Oh yeah, like against Kubrick," and it's like Kubrick was such an influential part of cinema at his period, but Nolan's exactly the same now. He's creating films fully in IMAX. He changed the superhero genre back in obviously 2008 and 2000, obviously with the whole Dark Knight stuff, he defined cinema. he defines cinema. He's like, his films are events. Who the hell else, like director-wise, could create an Oppenheimer film that could make almost $1 billion, and like it's the highest grossing biopic film ever. Like,
And
name another director who could do that.
Then he goes and does Odyssey after. A challenge Nolan never wants to do.
Who else is doing that?
Yeah,
I think
it is. He's a mad guy. So I think
Michael. Yeah, but if you think of Michael, that everyone's going, oh yeah, Michael Jackson's going to be Oppenheimer. Do you realize who Michael Jackson is compared to Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer created an atom bomb. No one probably knew his name before that. Where Michael Jackson's the biggest selling artist in the world, probably. I don't know if he's over the Beatles, maybe. He should easily be number one. He should be close to 2 billion, never mind 1 billion.
Yeah, but Oppenheimer might have a bigger influence on the world today than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but I'm talking household name. You could go to anyone around the world and say, do you know Michael Jackson? Do you know Oppenheimer?
Culturally, people know Michael Jackson more.
That film's ass.
Fuck Michael.
I can't remember I said it to you. It's like every time Nolan does something and you think, right, Oppenheimer, yeah, he's reached his pinnacle. People probably thought that about like Interstellar and stuff like that. And then,
yeah, they did.
What are you looking at?
He was 44. Whoever said Interstellar is the pinnacle of his career, he was 44.
Someone might have done that at that time, though.
I'm telling you now, if you think of Tarantino, right? I'm telling you now, if Tarantino carried on making films, I genuinely think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would be his pinnacle of his career. Whatever. That's why Tarantino's scared of making his next film. I'm telling you right now.
He even thinks
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should have been his last film. It's his peak of his career. It's everything he loves about cinema. Everything. That is like the best he'll probably. I don't think he's. I'd be very surprised if his next film's better than.
He even says it's the best.
Yeah.
Himself. He scrapped his whole film.
Yeah, he's doing a play on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood now, isn't he? In West End.
It's like
that's when he wrote a sequel to it, and he scares but make it because he said he'll only make 10 films.
It's like with Nolan though. He's like the Leo Messi of football. He just keeps fucking unlocking new achievements and fucking a different level every time he just shows up.
Yeah.
Every time. Literally, I can't speak on Odyssey. You can. Well, not, but you know. You know all the early reviews, if you think they're a shill or not. Everyone's saying it's like fucking magnitude massive how good it is. Like, and then it's like, what's he going to do next? And I reckon the guy is, look, he's not like, I want not to diss him. He's not like a normal geezer. He's walking around with a fucking flip phone. Do you know what I mean? Like Joe told me the other day, the guy gets his emails printed out and handed to him. He probably just wants to be better in himself every single time. And if his Odyssey is that good and it is his best, he will want to beat that. I can just. He's probably got that drive.
Yeah.
They are Epicz. We found someone with a shitter phone than you.
The last part of the whole entire episode, which is very, very, very long. Who is the better director? I think it's a little bit obvious, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
I can't answer me, man.
It's Christopher Nolan, mate.
It's Nolan.
Yeah, it's Nolan.
We'll find out at the end of the year.
I still think it's going to be Nolan by the end of the year.
Yeah, I do.
In your opinion, if I think Dune 3 is better than Odyssey, then I'd have Denis higher.
Yeah, but even if it is, I'd still think Nolan.
Yeah, do you not understand how opinions work?
Yeah, but I don't think, for me personally, 2 films are going to
No one said you personally, I'm on about me.
No, but this is all about me, though.
Yeah, you can have Nolan better, that's fine. I said at the end of the year, after I've watched both, that will be the decider.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right being wrong. Don't worry about it.
When I go down my list of films, I have the same amount. It's just the same amount. I think, I don't know if it was like a 0.2 difference, but that was in favour of Denis, and it was because of Dunkirk.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if it'll change when you've rewatched Dunkirk and Tenet.
When you realise that Dunkirk's actually great and not good.
If I actually watch Dunkirk and it goes up, then it would be Nolan in that time.
I think if you watch Dunkirk again, you give it a 4 star. And I think if you watch Tenet, you give it a 3.5 or a 4 star.
I have got Tenet to watch as well, actually. Yeah.
And then you rewatch Dune and give it half star.
I I could same could be said. Like I could rewatch Blade Runner 2049 and put it up to a 5. Who knows?
Yeah, but you wouldn't. You might put it down.
I could do.
Watch Polytechnic.
Could watch fucking The Dark Knight and put it down to a 4. Who knows?
Maybe. Well, that's all for this episode. That is the end of this whole entire ordeal. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you've enjoyed the games and the whole entire conversation. So make sure you like, subscribe, go and check out the website, go and check out www.bunkhousecritics.com. Obviously, check out that QR code, what was just on the screen. If you're on Spotify and you're listening, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. Go and check out everyone's socials. Like we said, we spoke about our letterbox ratings being honest and stuff like that. So if there's anything we don't talk about, we mostly see everything. So check our socials as well. Check out the website. And I hope you all enjoy this episode. And make sure you check out Wednesday's episode where we talk about all horror films in the last decade. And thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Don't give us any shit on Twitter, please. Bye-bye.
I give it all me. I want it all.